It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings.
To kick off for Carolina.
We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC Divisional matchup. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
McCarthy throwing right away. Has a big strike to Addison. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Ooh. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
16-yard line.
And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on first down. Fielded at the 47. He has room past the 25. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. Well, he is one of those players, Brock. We've seen teams sometimes kick away from him, and it's because of his ability to turn any punt return into 6.
Some of these elite returners, Kate, they just have a vision that's different. They can see things happening before the rest of us, and then you've got to have that elite explosiveness as well to go punch it in for 6.
To kick off for the Vikings.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Let's go now. Hut.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Fits it through the middle. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ready. Hut.
Young on the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
That's incomplete on second down.
As you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Down.
Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Plowing up the middle. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, third and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. And this one is kicked up towards the clouds. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
First and 10 from the 32.
Come on, set. Ready. Ready. 38. Ready.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Fires right away, but incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be third and 5 coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Got it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. Go.
Young working from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now give left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into the Panthers' territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ready.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready, go.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Allen will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And they just get the play off. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making a 3-score game already in the 1st. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Check hut. Black 40. Check hut.
Out of the gun, Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. into the red zone. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Panthers 10.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Rodgers. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve.
What a hit, and the ball's loose. Panthers pick this one up. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
They're going play action. Young. Vikings bring pressure, and they got it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
On a quick slant, it's Leggett. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4 there, and the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. First down from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
Field, let's go. Yellow, close, 10. Hut.
Here's Young again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Will take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Reichard connects there, and that extends their lead to 14.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready, set.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, green. Go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you'll get more interceptions.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Tight end in motion right. Going to throw here on 3rd. Throw left side, Sanders has it. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ready up.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Carolina in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is away. Wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Cuts right. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's tackled for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. It's the Vikings holding the lead at U.S. Bank Stadium. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the air, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. Running in the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
7 on the play. And the Panther first down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. He gets loose down the right side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. Here's Young to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw finds Mitchell Evans. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who, as our second half gets underway. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready.
Young on the play action. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Panthers will line up for the
Young's throwing for it. Has it at the 2. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Panthers 19.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
On the return, here's Rodgers. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Vikings take over first and
Minnesota
10.
into formation. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
Hand off to the back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Back at the 20-yard line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Young working from the gun. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7.
Ready. 10 flat. 43 rails.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
45.
On third down, it's Young. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Throw left side. Brought in by Hawkinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 27 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. There's Nick Scorton there on the play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Completed to his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And that keeps the lead at 12.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Completed over the middle. He's out in the clear. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the third. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with two of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but two touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Complete over the middle. He will get it down to the 16-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings hold an 11-point advantage. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate. You're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Panthers 26. Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action now. Young. Lays out left side and gets it. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Okay, ready?
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Set. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Now it's Young. They set up the screen. Brooks. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, Young. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. A pause now to deal with an injured player, and everyone recognizing who it is. Quarterback Bryce Young, the one in need of some assistance.
Okay, ready?
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Here's the backup. First throw. Catch made over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
To number 89. A gain of 12 brings up third down and 8.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's Panthers football, but their playoff run is in jeopardy. The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play.
Green Jack, here we go. Ready.
They'll air it out on third. It's a big strike to Hill. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Panther first down.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
On second down, it's Brooks. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be third down. Looking quickly here.
Brings up third and 11.
Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Ready?
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this.
Down. 45. White. Drill. 52. Ready.
Desperation time here. And oh, he got it! Interception! Alontae Taylor has it. Space on the right. He's got room at the 20. And he's going to bring this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Minnesota touchdown. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. He just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, this is Etienne. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Left 10 cycle. Black 40. Ready?
Young back to it after the pick. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Big game downfield. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain on the play.
Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Rail, yellow. Set, cut.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Yellow, 22. Set, cut.
Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Completed right side to Addison. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
The give now out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. It's inside the 10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings go up by 19.
52, Panthers 33. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Making some progress here. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Vikings take over as he reports his 10th career INT. team.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings about set to celebrate this win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So they're left with 4th down here.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Hands off here for Brooks. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Young to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. They're going for it. Young. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. So it's a win for the Vikings. All right, so their spot in the conference championship game is booked. And now, Brock, gotta imagine those Super Bowl dreams are becoming a lot more real for these guys now.
Yeah, I think they can picture that Lombardi Trophy, Kate, but there is still a lot of work to do.
Yep.
One more trophy they got to get before that, and that's the one somebody's going to raise at the end of the conference championship weekend.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.